back to Reloading Journey. Today I just want to talk about, as you can see, bullet pullers. No matter what you do, if you're going to be reloading, you're going to make mistakes, or you're going to have cases that go bad, something goes bad, and at some point there's going to be a time that you're going to want to salvage the bullet, salvage the case, the primer, the powder. I've done, I don't know how many, 25,000 9mm rounds now between the X10 and the Impress, and I have a whole box of mistakes. Anywhere from this one here, the case, when I was checking it after, I noticed the case was ripped. This one didn't get a primer. This one, somehow the primer didn't get seated all the way. This one, a crushed primer. This one, the primer's in upside down. This one didn't even get the primer replaced. I mean, I have no idea on some of these. I had another batch where I was on the progressive and I'm doing them, and for some reason I just checked again, and I was over a grain high. I had set my powder to the wrong. I didn't want a chance putting them through my gun, so I set them aside. A lot of these might be okay to shoot, but I figured why chance it? But I had so many of them, and this was all I had. And if you've used one of these, real quick side note, if you are using these, and they're great for one or two, use safety glasses. I never did. And I was doing some research on this, and I found this.
Using a normal technique, place the bullets just like I have a lot of times in the past, and wrapped it on the ground here, and by golly, one of those rounds went off.
Now the chances of this happening, this guy says he was loading disassembling some 45 ACP, and he wasn't, he had done hundreds of them over the years, didn't do anything different, just happened to have one that ignited in the hammer and blew up this part. He said he didn't get hurt, but it definitely made me think twice about it. I've done quite a few this way, never thought about wearing safety glasses, but after seeing that, I definitely will. And just like that. But it's kind of a pain. Now you got to push this one out. Sometimes its rubber band comes off. It's just not a fast, efficient way to do multiple of them. And I was not going to take the time. So I had all these sitting around, and I'm thinking, well, you know what? I can't just throw them away. Maybe one day I'll light a fire out somewhere and throw them in there. I don't know. That's stupid, I know. But I just happened to be looking around, and I came across these. There's multiple kinds. This is the RCB. I found the Forester has one. Looks almost exactly the same. Hornady. This one was $27. All these come without the collet. The collet's sold separately depending on the size round you're doing. The Forester was $40, $34. It was the cheapest, and also it was one I was able to get overnight, get quick, so it's the one I picked up. Been really happy with it. I messed around with it on the Impress. Works great. You just got to watch where you put the handle, because this does go by, but it works great. So I'm going to go ahead and real quick set it up on the, there's also another one, another kind. These are the two main kinds. And then Frankford Arsenal has their big, I'll put a picture of it here. And it's one that you load it all in. It might be for bigger rounds and stuff like that. And then you pull it down, and it uses a spring and pops it down. Randall over at Bragging Rights Precision does a great video on it. I'll go ahead and post that in the description. You can go ahead and check that one out. It's pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and move the camera. I'm going to go ahead and set this up on the M press. We'll see how it works on that. And then we're going to go ahead and set it up on the F1 press also after that and just show you how it works. I was really happy with it. So let me go ahead and move the camera and we'll go ahead and do that. All right, I'm back. Got the camera set up. Now the puller comes in 3 parts. These 2 purchase together, and then you purchase the collet separately. I'll show all these here. There's the collet, which grabs it, these 2. Now, when you do this, the easiest way is just put that in. Go ahead and screw this all the way down until it starts to snug up a little bit. Now what's nice is that right there will stop right at the case. So you can't over insert it to where the collet is grabbing onto the case. It can only grab the bullet. So once you got that, go ahead and pull this. We'll go ahead and put this on. Good portion of the way. Pop it in. Go ahead and set a bullet down in the... Now, where I want it to catch is when my arm is about flat here. So we'll just go ahead and screw that down. Right there it catches. So I'm going to start it right there where this is off to the side, and whenever I tighten it, it comes about here. And then go ahead and lock in on the impress here. Go ahead and lock that in, the die in. Make sure you tighten it down pretty good because you are going to put some pressure on it. Come on. There you go. Now, just run it down until it bottoms out. Tighten this over. Lift it up. Boom, it's apart. Reach in there. Your bullet comes out. It doesn't scar the bullet up or anything. Works really well. Oh, and make sure you got something to put your powder in. Now, keep in mind, I know that all of these are from this powder, the CFE pistol. I know you don't want to mix your powders. So if you're planning on using this powder, make sure that you know which powder and the bullets you're doing and keep that separate. You know, if you got 2 different batches, keep them separate. This works on, I haven't found anything it doesn't work on. Full metal jacket, no problem. This is 147 grain coated. No problem. Works great. I know I've got here somewhere hollow point. Well, this is 115 grain. No problem. Like I said, I know I had hollow point here somewhere, but I've done them. Everything, it just works perfect. And it's pretty fast. Definitely better than trying to put them in the hammer. You don't even have to cinch it down all that tight. For the most, well, that one I think, yeah, that wasn't a good one to. This one here, the bullet's seated in a little too far, so that one's not going to work. There is a limit. So now you can do whatever you want with the cases. Yeah, see, like this one here, the case was bad on the side until it had that ding in it. That's why it got set aside. Now you can go through and the ones that are still good, just reload them with new powder, seed a new bullet, or you can go through and retrieve your primers. Stuff's expensive, so anything you can save, you get a few more rounds, that's a little more, it's all that much better. So that's pretty much how that works. Real simple, real easy, works really well. Whoop, that one I didn't grab tight enough. Oh, now it's making me look. That's 147 grain, so that thing, you can see where it was crimped pretty good, and you can see how much was in that. So, need be, tighten it down. Whoop. So now we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead, and I haven't done it on the F1 yet. So, oh, there's a hollow point. We'll see how this one does. It's not going to matter. Like butter. I'm going to go ahead and move it over to the F1, and we'll see how that does. I haven't done it on that yet. I messed around with this. So we'll go ahead and move it over here. I'll move the camera over, and we'll be right there. Be right back. All right, here we are back again. We're going to go ahead and put it on the F1. This one you'll need a locking nut. Go ahead and run that on. Now, same thing, just put your collet in there, hold your finger on it, pull it to where it's kind of starts snug it up, but make sure it doesn't start grabbing. That was a little too tight. Make sure your bullets still fit in there real easy. Go ahead and screw it in. First thing though, go ahead and put a bullet in the shell holder there. I go ahead and run it all the way up, and then just screw this down too. No, actually, I'm wrong. I don't run it all the way up. I run this all the way down. But I did this once already. Forgot to turn on the camera. So, like I said, I hadn't done it before, but I did do it one time now before because I was a dumbass and didn't turn on my cameras. So, but now I know. I went ahead and ran this all the way down. Go ahead and lock it down because you will be putting some pressure on it whenever you tighten this in. Now, that just makes it where you don't have a full throw. There's no reason to put it all the way at the top and have to go all the way down. Conserve energy, conserve time, and you can go longer. Boom. Just that easy. Works just as good. That is, I don't know if you can, I don't know how the hell that happens. If you can see, there is a primer inside. It's primed, and there's a primer inside of that case. How in the fuck did that happen? That's one for the books. I'm glad that was on camera. You do enough of these, and I just started. I've only been doing this for 9 months, and I can imagine some of the stories that you guys might have. I have no idea how the hell that could happen. Now, whoops, almost dumped powder in there. As you can see, this is a lot faster, a lot simpler than this. But if you only have 5, 10 maybe to do or something like that, it may not be worth to take your die out of this, put this in, set it all up to do that many. For me, I've got probably 150 or so here. I would say do it this way. It's just my way of thinking, unless, you're doing 9mm or something like that. It's not like you have to have those primers or that powder or that bullet right now. It's not that expensive. Let them stockpile up. If nothing else, it might be good to have for a rainy day. Something comes up, you can't get a hold of primers, you can't get cases, you can't get bullets, powder's gotten real expensive or something, and you just want to have it for, now you just set this up. Now you got a couple hundred rounds you can put together in the future when you may not have the stuff, can't purchase the stuff. So, and it's like I said, if you don't need the components, if you're not hurting on primers right now or bullets and anything, then just let it stockpile up. This is definitely, it's kind of peaceful. It's easy, goes pretty quick, and works just as well on any press, I'm sure. The M-Press worked great on. This F1 is working great on. Well, come on. What's up with this bullet? That one I had to force in. It's not even. Oh, shoot. I'm an idiot. This is that same bullet. I put it back in there. That's squatty. That's shorty. What the hell? That's why it wasn't. Oh, nope. I'm an idiot. I didn't take out the other bullet, so I just forced that down. Okay. Anyways, pay attention. Don't do videos while you're doing this sometimes. Now, there is something I didn't do and somebody recommended, and I will do it. It's a recommended that you, and I should have said this earlier, but I just now thought about it. And it's not critical, but it's not a bad idea either. Go ahead and take your collet before you put it together. Take your collet and maybe put a little grease right here. No, I'll just show here. Just a little grease on the end of the collet there. Just because that's the part that's going to be getting creased, getting forced, have a lot of pressure on it, going back and forth in that. It just might keep it from sticking one day or having an issue. Other than that, that's it. Very happy with how it works. Maybe one day I'll figure out if there's a way to do it on the X10. If the correlator will feed full loaded rounds. Nah, I'm joking. It won't. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Hope you got some benefit out of it. Definitely this over this. Glad I had it when I did. I did use it, and I'll keep it. But this is a way to go. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.